If you are thinking of buying a house in Washington state, you're at the right place. Today I'm going to walk you through the key steps of a home buying process from start to finish. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to expect and feel more confident about making this one of the biggest decisions of your life. I'm Anna Maklashova, a real estate agent in Washington state with over 12 years of experience in real estate. Let's get started. The first step of buying a house is getting your finances in order. This means checking your credit score, saving for a down payment, and figuring out how much you can afford. Ideally, you want your credit score to be above 650 to qualify for a conventional mortgage. But you can get a loan and FHA mortgages even if your score is lower. If you want to get the lowest mortgage rate, your credit score better be 740 and above. So that's the perfect score and you're gonna have the lowest mortgage rate. If you want to buy a house too, of course it's preferably to have 20% down payment when you're not gonna have mortgage insurance, PMI. But even if you have 0 or 3% down payment, there are programs in our state which you can use and buy a house even with 0% down payment or 5% down payment. It is possible as well. Next step is to get a pre-approval from a mortgage officer, from your bank or from a mortgage company or mortgage broker. There are different kinds of lenders who provide your pre-approval. And why do we need this pre-approval? So the seller of a house knows you are serious and actually qualify for this amount of money. So the lender could be very helpful to actually figure out for how much you would be pre-approved. Right? Because you don't want to look at the houses for 800,000 and then it's going to turn out you pre-approve only for 700,000, right? And don't think lender can help you only with pre-approval. Lender can improve your credit score by telling you a small, tiny hints how to improve your score. Actually, a lender can help you to arrange your payments too in order you would be qualified for a bigger loan. So it's very beneficial if any professional lender look at all your credit card statements, your car payments, and will tell you what is better to pay off, what is better not to pay off, how many credit lines to have, because often people have only 2 credit lines and you actually, if you have 3 or 4 credit lines, you would be qualified for bigger amount of loan. So the lender can give you very important hints. Now, once you're pre-approved, it's time to find a real estate agent. A good agent knows the local market, can help you to find homes which meet already your criteria, your priorities, and will guide you through the entire process. So you better find a local agent with experience. And how to do it? I recommend you go on a Zillow, because nowadays Zillow get a feed from MLS, from professional real estate site, and you can see everybody's real reviews and real transactions which is closed or active on market right now. So it's a great source, Zillow review, to check on your real estate agent. So as we all know, we have new regulations since this August. You must sign a written agreement, exclusive or inexclusive, with your real estate agent. So you do have to pick an agent. And anyway, you really need a professional here to write up your documents, to be with you on an inspection, to write negotiations back and forth, maybe counter offers, to write an inspection report, make sure the lender and appraiser and escrow stays on time. So you do need a professional who will walk you through every steps. It's going to be very beneficial for you. So the next step, step number 4, start looking for your dream house with your agent help, of course. So your agent can sell you a link from MLS, it's our professional site, because in our state we are obligated to put every listing into MLS professional website. And from there it feeds to all online resources, Zillow, Redfin, you name it, it's gonna be there. So if it's more convenient for you, you can look at Redfin or Zillow websites. But first of all, it shows up on Northwest MLS system, so you're gonna be the first to see. You can create a list or even a table, right? What is your must-have and preferable to have in your real estate priorities, right? So it would be very helpful for your agent and you once you have an understanding about your priorities. I prefer even not to meet in my office for the first time, but pick 3-4 houses and go tour them. And as we tour this first time, I explain people about differences in roof, in siding and foundation. And people tell me, oh, we prefer to have walk-in closet or we need 3-car garage. So this is how we learn about each other right away. And if we do this tour like maybe 2-3 times, we see maybe 5-6 houses. After that, you can even go to open houses yourself without me, because you already know everything you need to pay attention when you are touring the house. So when you are picking a houses to tour, keep in mind factors like locations, neighborhood amenities, how close everything, school district, school rating, and the future real estate value. When I pick houses to tour with my clients, I always keep in mind a factor: what if we will need to sell it 7-10 years later? Is it going to be a hot market? We want it to be a great school district. We want to have all amenities close by and overall be a nice area. So if we need to resell it, it would be a good deal. Once you found a home you love, it's time to make an offer. Your real estate agent will help you to determine a fair market price based on comparable sales in this area within 6 months. Usually 1 mile area last 6 months sales. So your real estate agent will guide you how to write an offer, which includes the pricing you're willing to pay, contingencies, which means conditions like inspection, financing, appraisal, title review, and many others. There's like 5, 6, 7 contingencies. And you're gonna establish your preferable closing day. Usually it's 30 days, right? Because this is how long it takes bank to approve you for a loan amount. So later, once you sell your offer to the seller, they might accept or might just not to answer to you. They can do that as well. Or hopefully they can counter you. For example, they don't like your offer, but they're gonna counter with their offer and their conditions. So be prepared for some negotiation process. Sometimes your first offer is just like to open the door to negotiation step. Once your offer is accepted, the next step is to schedule a home inspection. A professional inspector will check the property's condition and identify any potential issues. If the inspection reveals significant problems, you may need to renegotiate the price of the house or ask the seller to make repairs. Additionally, your lender will require an appraisal to ensure the home's value match the loan amount. The appraisal protects you and your lender from overpaying for the property. Maybe you agree to sell this house for $1 million, but appraisal might says, oh, I think it's worth only $900,000. So you need to renegotiate with the seller or just back out of this house because you're not gonna get the full amount for your loan. Once your appraisal and inspection done, you will need to finalize your mortgage, your financial documents, right? Your underwriters gonna ask you for a lot of documentation, a recent pay stub, bank statement, tax return. So your lender all this time doing your employment verification, and sometimes we do it twice, first 3 days and last 3 days, because nowadays many people losing jobs within this 30 days period. So, and they might run these final checks, right, with your employment, with your company. So once everything is done, you will receive a final loan approval and you're gonna get your final statement letter, and you have 3 days to read it, to understand it, and then sign the final documents in escrow. So I'm always asking my buyers, last 3 days, don't plan any big trips or any big commitment at your job, because you will need physically come to the escrow office and sign with like 100 pages documents, or escrow can send you notary public to your home, but still it's gonna take some time to go through all these documents and sign them. So also I want to tell you to be ready to write your down payment final check to the escrow. Sometimes people do wire, and you most likely have some restriction in your bank how many thousands dollars you can wire a day. So for me, it's easier to go to my local branch, write a cashier check, not regular check, but cashier check, and bring it to the escrow during the signing. So you're gonna get receipt right away, and you don't need to worry if your wire is not gonna go the last day, last 24 hours. So, but every escrow company is different, and they're gonna tell you what is easier for them. Just be prepared what your bank might not wire at once all the amount. Maybe it's gonna take 2-3 days. So you better call your bank a few days before closing and figure out what is the wire amount allowed at your bank. So once you sign an escrow and escrow send documents to CD to record, you're gonna get recording numbers, and that means you are homeowner. So then the same day we exchanging keys, presents, so happy day, closing day, right? Usually recording numbers we get 5-6 p.m. So after that we can go to your new home and get the keys and celebrate. That's all. There are so many steps in buying a house in Washington state. It could be a complex process, but with preparation and guidance from a real estate agent, you don't need to worry, you're gonna get your dream home. A real estate agent can make all the difference, providing expertise, support, emotional support, and peace of mind. Because basically I think the job of a real estate agent is to absorb all the stress and make sure you feel this process very smooth. And usually my sellers or buyers even don't know what kind of difficulties we might have had. Maybe the seller was in a different country, maybe the paperwork was ready last minute, but I'm trying to absorb all this stress and make this process look smooth for my clients. So if you have any questions to make a smart investment, an educated decision, I'm here to help you. Please contact me, text me, call me anytime. I would be more than happy. Thank you, and please remember to like the video if you really like it, and subscribe for my channel. We are trying to make some interesting content for you. Thank you.